Welcome to the Ship Show, where we take two ships from the vast Steam workshop and review them based on aesthetics, functionality, and overall flight score. After we take a closer look at each ship, we will pin them together in a 1v1 skirmish to see how they hold up in battle. My name is Mango Smoothie Man, and let's get locked and loaded, because this is going to be a ship show. Both of today's featured ships were actually built by the same skilled superfan, Sauron 2012. She stated it takes about 2 to 3 days to build every ship that she has made so far, except for one of her current favorites. Now, the inspiration may come as no surprise, but it's a glorious marrying of both space engineers and Star Wars passions. When asked regarding future builds and ideas, she simply stated that she's planning on several new ships for the 2018 year, also mentioning as soon as they're finished, she'll be uploading them to the workshop for fans to enjoy. Now first up, we have the Star Wars Providence Cruiser. This beast is loaded with 34 turbo laser turrets and features a full, airtight interior with access to 3 bridges, along with one large hangar that runs the width of the ship. Tipping the scales at over 8,705 tons, this 12,524 block grid sits at a cool 360 meters in length. Even with all that weight, it can employ the use of both its hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters to expertly maneuver in and out of Earth-like gravity. Boasting a maximum jump distance of just over 5,000 kilometers, this rig still has one downside, and it's due to the configuration of the thruster setup. You'll end up actually having to turn thruster damage off, otherwise you'll end up with, flaming rear end. Other than that, its full survival capabilities are ready to go and perfect for any of your immersive playthrough needs. Next up is the Star Wars Venator Star Destroyer. Outweighing the Providence Cruiser at approximately 10,042 tons and built with over 17,000 blocks, this ship still only measures up at 360 meters. Putting those extra blocks to good use, the Venator also has 8 bays, 4 hatches, 2 control towers, and 1 central control cockpit. Not only is it bigger overall, but it's even better stocked. Loaded with 4 turbo laser turrets, 26 blue Starship laser cannons, and 6 green Starship laser cannons. To top it all off, it's still, like the previous ship, can jump just over 5,000 kilometers. This monster is survival ready and complete with airtight interior and all the amenities you'd expect in vanilla Space Engineers. But like the former, you'll end up needing to turn the thruster damage off to enjoy this big beauty. If you don't mind that, the ship will make a fine addition to any Star Wars themed battles and scenarios. So, both ships are visually pleasing and eye-catching. They are accurate to the movie as much as they can be for their scale, and are clearly distinguishable as Star Wars builds. Aesthetically, I really liked both ships. Now, they are vanilla, so you end up with that, the vanilla blocky feel. Granted that she was looking into using just weapons mods, I am a huge fan of nice curved rounded edges, but to be honest with you, there's a lot of people like that. And being that it's a vanilla build, I absolutely love how she did it. I love the look, I love the feel of it. I am bummed out about the thruster issue where it catches fire, because I like to play with thruster damage on, for a more immersive feel. But for some people that won't be an issue. And I mean, in some cases, you may actually just extend those little back bits out a little bit. Granted, they won't look as realistic, but you'll actually give yourself enough room to not burn up your rear thrusters. For the Venator, it was the rear, and for the Providence, it was actually the undercarriage that would catch fire and sink real bad. So that being said, I liked the interior, how it was designed and how well lit it was. Very open, very spacious, left a lot of options. And I'm really excited at the fact that it is survival ready, and I can just go into a world and do a crash scenario if I really wanted to. I really liked it a lot. Now it's time for the head-to-head portion you all been waiting for. To keep in mind of skill of the individual pilots, we will be doing 2 rounds with our given ship, then we will be switching to do another 2 with the opposite ship. After 4 rounds, each pilot will pick their preferred ship to use in the end-all final battle. Alright, so let's Unlock. Let's lock and load and kick some ass. You ready?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Let me know when your cockpit's destroyed and you can't do it. You can't function.
Well, I'm flying around in space. Does that count?
Yeah. That counts as you losing.
Well, I thought I was going to try to tag your ship.
I turned off the weapons. You need to let me know so this way I don't shoot you into space. Oh my gosh. You were completely obliterated. Oh, holy crap, man. Dude, look at the damage on my ship though. Fly around this guy real quick. Hold on, I'm almost to a stop. Perfect. This is dude. Okay, I'm gonna open the door for you so you can check out the inside. From the inside view, there are holes in places, but you didn't even. Honestly, one well-placed shot could have taken me out right then. So after the battle, I ended up getting out of the ship and taking a really good look at it to see what kind of damage I ended up taking. It was interesting because it was all really focalized on the left side, and it kind of gave me the idea, a little bit more idea, an insight as to how to use this ship. The problem with it is it's so wide that I'm gonna take hits no matter what. In the end, for this battle, I feel like, one, the cockpit locations were kind of a bummer. I had to move mine further or deeper into the ship so this way we didn't get blown to smithereens immediately. And also, I think I got the drop on him in this one. I'm actually really curious to see how we will pair up in the next battle. Okay, you ready, Arian?
Okay.
Ah, crap, you're oriented towards me. Don't turn on your weapons, no! No! Okay, fine, I turned mine on! He's got the drop on us, Captain! Shit! This is not gonna go well
Did you want it to happen?
I didn't expect it! This is definitely a surprise attack! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! I need to. Oh no! No! Arian, no! Oh! I need to be able to get to my second bridge. Where is it? They're gone. Well,
I have no bridges.
I do not have any bridges. Your surprise attack decimated me, man. There we go. It's off. Holy bejesus. Okay, so the point of this battle was actually maneuverability. I wanted to see how quickly could this ship react if it started taking hits from, well, you know, the top or the side, one side that wasn't as defended. From my experience, the top and the bottom of that ship can take a lot of hits really easily, and it'll just punch holes through it because it's all light armor. The bottom is a lot safer to go for if you are chasing it down, mainly because it doesn't have the big cannons. But as you can see, the Providence did not end up taking as nearly bad of damage. I mean, I don't think any of my shots reached anywhere near the cockpit in the back. It was overall very interesting, and he kind of caught me off guard, which was honestly amazing. I thought it was awesome. I had so much fun with this one, and I cannot wait to switch ships and see how I will handle in this thing. Now, I'd like to take this time while we're switching ships around To remind you guys, if you like the video, hit that like, give that subscribe button some love. And if you like any of the ships in these videos, I always post the links in the description below. So feel free to head on over to the workshop, post some stuff, let them know how awesome their stuff is, so this way they keep making cool things. And let's get ready for the next battle. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Oh, dude, don't do that. That's not cool. You're the one with all the weapons. I don't have them. Rotate faster, rotate faster, rotate faster. Yeah. All I need is one lucky shot. One just magically lucky shot to hit you.
What? You kicked me out of the cockpit, dude.
Did I actually kick you out of the cockpit?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That means I win. Aha! Place another cockpit down and power down your ship if you can. Another great battle. I like this one so much more. Way more maneuverable. I can do so much. As you can see here, I tried to rotate my way, like, so this way I could draw the fire to the side and not lose my weapons. It didn't go over the world's greatest because I ended up actually losing almost all of them. But with how fast this ship was, I could actually keep out of, you know, the firing that was actually going to stop me and destroy me, which I thought was amazing. This ship had some serious mobility behind it, which allowed for me to completely take out the Venator cruiser. Now, on the opposite side, it looks like he kept his nose to me very, very well, because it's gone. All of it is gone. It was kind of crazy because from my angle, I actually thought he had so much more of a ship, not to mention the fire shots that I was, you know, taking. The guns were actually destroyed right after he lost his cockpit because I was doing flybys and he ultimately couldn't get one down in time and I destroyed the guns, which made everything neutral in the weird way. I really enjoyed this battle, and so far the Providence is my favorite. I'm gonna see if I can kind of put it in the same situation as before where I kind of get surprised or have to turn out of the way or am in the middle of fire and then I start. And the reason is because it can go fast sideways. I want to see if I can strife my way out of fire and rotate and do some pretty awesome stuff and find out if I can eke out another win. Let's check out the next battle. Let's do this!
still here. I'm still here.
Still here? You can't even do anything, can you?
Nope, I'm gone now. I'm gone.
How did I not destroy your cockpit after all of that? Once again, thanks to the maneuverability of this ship, I was able to expertly dodge almost all of his shots in this case. My entire inner hangar was almost completely intact. If this was a survival scenario, it would be easy to seal that back up with minimal resources. Almost all of my thrusters, I believe them, just about all of my thrusters were entirely intact and only missing some guns. It was actually pretty amazing to find out that I only really lost the nose. It was not actually as bad as I expected it to be. I would show you a shot of his ship, but it disintegrated. So here it is, the 5th battle. It is time for me to put my pilot skills to the test, and I'm going to use the Venator. And the reason is because, in my belief, I think that it might actually just be skill that is winning these battles and not ship composition. So, let's move on to the next battle, shall we? Are you ready to be locked and loaded and get into battle?
Oh yeah.
Let's ready, set, fire! Oh god! Oh no!
Yeah, I'm gone.
The car!
I'm a flying cockpit, no lie. I'm a flying cockpit.
Given how many battles we did after that, it actually became very clear to me that the wins that I took were mainly because of pilot skill, not entirely due to overall ship performance. With that being said, the ships did have super strong weapons that could fire from a wicked distance and could end fights even before they started. It just depended on not only skill, but if you were able to get the drop on them, or get that lucky shot, to be honest with you. Now for the first category, aesthetics. Both of the ships did very well. They have that pleasant feel about them that just screams space engineer vanilla. And, you know, they're replication type ships. So the whole point is to try to replicate something in a movie or something you really enjoy and bring it into the space engineer's universe. Overall, I think both of them actually hit a 8.5 in the aesthetics category pretty solidly. Functionality actually ended up being the same score at 8.5. The issue being is actually the thruster damage problem and lack of storage. I looked around and it didn't seem to have as extensive storage as I'm used to or what I like personally, but the thruster damage has really got me, and I really like playing with thruster damage on, so everything is more immersive and more accurate, if you will. It's not entirely a shot in the foot, but you know, it's still pretty solid at an 8.5. I really like how, you know, they're implemented to handle survival. Well, I enjoyed it. Now the flight score is actually where they end up differing. The Providence cruiser, although lacking in firepower, is way faster than the Venator. Another thing that kind of got me were the locations of the guns, not just that one, but both of them. Thanks to them being replication builds, they didn't have guns, in my opinion, to be the optimal locations. One issue I was having was guns firing into themselves, or maybe getting like the flanges on the edges causing blind spots, like say in the Venator. In the end, the Venator ended up getting a 7, and like I said, that was mainly because it was so much slower. And you know, with the right type of pilot in the Providence, you could overtake the Venator without a problem. I mean, I beat it with only like 2 guns left to spare. And that was after a surprise attack wiped out, or a bad judgment in my case, wiped out almost all my guns. So that's where we see the difference there. So in the end, the Providence cruiser ended up with an average score of an 8.33, with the Star Wars Venator only really losing out to it in just the performance category in the flight score, and that's giving it an average score of 8.17. So with that being said, both ships were absolutely amazing. Highly recommend downloading them. I have the links listed in the description below, along with my Twitter and Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. I have a couple special thank yous, one for Sauron 2012 for letting me interview her and use her ships, another for my friends Arian and Kurt. Both of those guys were the pilots of the other ships in the battles, and I think those guys did an amazing job. Thank you so much. And one last special thank you to my girlfriend Chelsea, who's actually my graphic designer and handles all of my imagery work on the channel. She has a lot of ideas, super ambitious, and I absolutely love how hard she works. Thank you so much, hun. You have made this episode possible for today, along with everyone else who has helped me out so far. Thank you so much, guys. So with all that said, this has been The Ship Show, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.